For over 1 month, Afenyo Markin attack Sammy Gyamfi and your gold board. Sika Embrebi Otumiye interview and ye enyame koso gold board ni de Ghana 40 enyasem ketwa omu wie sika wo ho and omu ye we wo ho. They are siphoning money, they are doing this. Here, me see, I want, probably maybe I'll bring you that story later. Just in the space of 1 month, senior dedicatedly, Afenyo Markin has been attacking gold board na enyasem ketwa. Na Sammy Gyamfi twen ya lane ambush e man no one supply pe message supply one reply pe no hu say Afenyo Markin ende the reputation ni da bebia enro Sammy Gyamfi ba news file and Sammy Gyamfi has stated categorically what there Afenyo Markin or say Afenyo Markin is an extortionist. Ebia no bi bisa say yaka so be extortionist a ye den yaka so be extortionist na tre say ahye twa ntra to so afi chiaba beka se senya wudin sen no tua misika na mejai na wudin ejai aha yeka so be extortionist asa and apparently no that is what Sammy Gyamfi is saying. Now utie Sammy Gyamfi nsem a wo kan onfa na no kan de but it looks like he's daring Afenyo Markin say Afenyo Markin esi o ebema won fa no Sammy Gyamfi nko court Ghana fo be hu nsem ne mu no kware hu ne say eye Kevin Taylor den sembia baba betudwa say na Afenyo Markin demanded 10 million Ghana cedis from Sammy Gyamfi. Say Sammy Gyamfi ntia say sikane man no nyai attack gold board no because when chairman na obe koso say gold board din na Sammy Gyamfi dia baba say o say den but Sammy Gyamfi ende wa ba TV so aba beka say Afenyo Markin is an extortionist. So say Afenyo Markin say ye bema won fan in court. Yen ko video no. And then first time wa ha subscribe click the notification bell so you our latest news be about on Sabekan. This video is kindly brought to you by Corporate Logistica. Eyana more cars, cargo vehicles kesiye ana ahia cars kesiye no mo complaini se mo de mo kan mo obi se wontwi a no wotwi sai no sika ne kra won famba nti eyana mo toka na mo nya mfaso na afi mo pese mo ton dabi ohunti na Corporate Logistica aba faka de hye ne nsa owo train drivers a ombetwi kan no ejuma wo ho a yede kan ne beye maintenance be baby omo anom betua at the end of every month obeje waketua 2 times 059 8022 033 oni omo entwetwe nkomo. Now yenkwohwe Sammy Gyamfi allegation awode to Afenyo Markin so no
Gyamfi contributing greatly to the stabilization of our economy, so to speak, and yet when you hold a press conference they expect the Sammy Gyamfi CEO and not the Sammy Gyamfi who was doing political campaign, speaking for his party. Your choice of words directed at the minority leader and some other persons. What do you have to say about that? Because one of your own, Van der Poel, even had to say that you miscommunicated.
Yeah.
And then suddenly he's under siege. He's had to come and apologize.
All right. Now, I'll deal with these two issues quickly. Right now, you've hosted me for more than an hour, I guess, right?
We're into the hour now.
Have I spoken like a chief executive officer or as a
You've been dealing with numbers in ways that some people may not even grasp.
Good. So, you see, when a man sets out to demonize you and denigrate you, and to tag you with something he knows to be false, wages a persistent, sustained smear campaign against your person, and you have an opportunity to respond to that person, you don't give such a person a hug, a peck on the cheek, and a bouquet of flowers. You understand? Like Isaac Newton said in his third law of motion, for every action, there is equal and opposite reaction. Afenyo Markin got the response he deserved. I never insulted him, and nobody can show me one word that I used that was insulting.
Even at the start, you seem to suggest that you don't know who he is.
There is part
of setting Afenyo Markin.
Yeah. That is how you respond to somebody who projects you as being liable of a criminal offense and says that you will not be able to meet your bail conditions. And
this is all he said. Let's listen to Afenyo Markin.
If I could
let's listen to him. Hold on. Let's listen to him.
Gold bought own domain, 22 billion cedis. That's equivalent of the 1.7 billion US dollars in 1 year alone. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, let's call it what it is. These losses are not bad luck. You don't trade in gold and make losses. They are not a difficult market. They expose the crass incompetence of gold board's management and misaligned policy of the government. No serious institution loses this much money by accident. This is what happens when an untouchable few are handed the nation's gold with no one watching and no one willing to ask questions. 3 million cedis, 10 million cedis, yetumi fra wo iyoko. Na wakoda ho na yesi fa ejapade asumbo fa branch ya mobile. Nani go bo for bill dia be hu. Si o me ba o we dia sa 22 billion losses here. Almost gold board aboki. And then who bill? As a campaign na yedi beji bill.
Was he really serious about it? Didn't he sound like he was being a little jovial?
But what did I do? Me too. I just compared him to Kojo Ponkroma, Abna Sare. Kojo Ponkroma, Abna Sare, and me, Anta. All of whom are his colleagues in parliament, MPP people, who have criticized us. And I said, when you listen to those criticisms, you see maybe lack of information, but they don't make it personal. But when you listen to him, you hear malice for Sammy Gyamfi. Other than that, who can read these IMF reports and even suggest that Sammy Gyamfi will have to meet onerous bill conditions to the tune of 22 billion? Because this issue is not about Sammy Gyamfi. So you see the smear campaign there. You get my point? Then he says, Obi Antongo du Moka. In this world, the most cheapest thing to trade is water. You went and supervised 4 consecutive years of losses at Ghana Water Limited when you were board chairman from 2017 to 2024. A cumulative loss of 3.3 billion. You were sent to ECG as board chair. You supervised another loss of 8.2 billion cedis in 2024. What on Suaboka? What on Kenya Boka? You are not asked to meet any onerous bill conditions. Sammy Gyamfi that has not incurred any loss, it is me who will meet onerous bill.
So that's the point.
So if the
audit exonerates you from the claims he makes, but why should you reply in such measure?
No, but that is why I'm saying that just like he can criticize me, he's also not beyond reproach. You get my point? So Sammy Gyamfi should be criticized. Afenyo Markin should not be criticized. This is not an insult. I am showing you that this is your record. Cumulative loss of 3.3 billion at Ghana Water, 8.2 billion ECG. You are not facing any criminal action and onerous bill terms. Why should you project that on me when I have not made a loss? You see, my brother, there are many underlying issues between I and Afenyo Markin that you don't know and those watching don't know. I have appeared on news far many times. Perhaps in this country, I have held more press conferences on political issues than anybody. Have you ever heard me use the word extortion against any of my critics? Have you ever heard me? Why will I use this word now? And why have you not heard Afenyo say anything about that? Or challenge me? Or threaten to sue? So the MPP people talking, there are things you don't know. I will not just, I'm a consummate Democrat. I eat and drink debates. I'm not worried. I'm not worried if you criticize him to. Yes. And that is why he cannot comment on that or even challenge me. He cannot. Because he knows that what I said is true. So there are many things that you may not have the benefit of. But let me talk about my good brother.
Businesses.
Maybe tell him that.
Why does he need to come and extort money from Gold Board?
Tell him that you want to be his lawyer so that he sues Sammy Gyamfi to substantiate that claim. Tell him. Or tell him that you give him an interview here and Sammy Gyamfi will come and that you should dare Sammy Gyamfi. That is not an insult. I'm speaking about what has happened and he knows. Now, finally.
So, Ebusianfo, that is Sammy Gyamfi making a huge allegation against Afenyo Markin. Say, Adia will know Sammy Gyamfi. A year between Ononi Afenyo Markin, Ghana phone him. Afenyo Markin see a Bema on funding court. na obetre Ghana for ama Ghana for say indeed Afenyo Markin or extortionist. This is serious. You know, this is very, very serious. I'm not going to lie. Now, a lot of people don't know, but Afenyo Markin sort of has history. Now, me person me tremo story be a buy in 2015. You know, 2015. Ekufuado order say yenye investigations and for Afenyo Markin because around that time no, na some bribery ne extortion allegation be koso. In fact, it was a leaked tape. Na a tape recording na Afenyo Markin or kasa wo tape ne so allegedly no as a person or extorting crowphobi. Inti oshe story we ya Ghana Web 2015 or say Afenyo Markin or say Ekufuado probes Afenyo Markin over ADB bribery scandal. Inti President Ekufuado maye investigations for Afenyo Markin personally or maye investigations for now. Some people believe say enam sa tape we unti Intiana President Ekufuado or winning year 2016 or one man Afenyo Markin ministerial position. That's what some people believe. As to whether it is true or not, we don't know. So, you know, the history, sa extortion, ne sa dear history, ne dear ewo. Sa extortion, no. I dear to Afenyo Markin, ewo. Sa time Afenyo Markin claim say tape, no. And this was 2015. 2015, and then there, because technology do the name AI to make clone your voice. But that time Afenyo Markin say tape, no. And someone na say all can with tape, so no. The tape is doctored. And you know na enye ase ya doctor the tape na ya editing be na enye san of person or tray and ye share that person na so we should tell you that tape indeed adiana ye can with tape ni mono na serious. The voice sounded clearly like Afenyo Markin, but he claimed say na a doctored tape. Inti minim say ye no na Sammy Gyamfi pese o used to Afenyo Markin and na there's a new one. I don't know. But he has dead Afenyo Markin. Say Afenyo Markin pa on fan in court. We wait to see.
Ebusianfo we a quick one. 3 years ago, ena obi recommended sa perfume we emame. Na ever since then, it has become my favorite perfume. Me pie bontin biana perfume we. In fact, a son mato. This year, mato new one, but one level need no me use super. Now, just like the person recommended to me, I bet I name my favorite one. No, so me recommend man for Obi Biara me recommend this perfume we man biano. And there any background favorites. Inti wa would see me so person who a perfume we. At yes, fake ones be brave Ghana ha. But the only place I'll be real one no number no screen so offer Montias yes sena and I recommend them out. They will give you discounts. What you say? The bia or Ghana biano free delivery. Ebeba. Na emema na mutie me no, me pese me mamo apo. So pese oba bi odwen wo ho pa eye perfume we. Toma no. Oye oba nso na pese oba ma bi dwen wo ho pa to sa perfume we ma no. Mete ha. Wo beba be damase.